Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am AmalgamAsh, and this is Inmortui, a game by Fex made in rpginabox, and it's been a while since I have gotten back into this. So, to kind of commemorate getting back into this, I'm going to show you the lovely new UI that I have found in the most recent demo, which is available for free on itch.io right now, which I'll link in the description below. Our character has a long sword and a simple torch in the offhand, which is a must for these dark caves. Nothing for body armor at the moment. Actually, I have a round shield. Would that go there? No. Just making sure. We actually have expertise, which these are things that are dragged from your inventory. So that's a really cool way of building your own loadout. Actually, deceptively simple. These are things that I bought. We look at the menu for thaumaturgy. We know that we have volition, resolve, abstraction, and clarity. These are things that can be bought with skill points, which you get from leveling up, of course. Riposte strengthens your offense for 30 seconds and weakens your defense for 30 seconds. It has a cooldown of 5 minutes. Ward does the opposite. Also has a cooldown of 5 minutes. Maneuvering 3 increases your movement speed for 30 seconds, but weakens your offense and offense for 30 seconds. Has a cooldown of 10 minutes. And Endure regains your focus and restores a small amount of your health. It has a cooldown of 900 seconds and 15 minutes. If I had to make strategic decisions on when to use these, the top two make sense. Maneuvering makes sense, but that cooldown is killer. That cooldown is so nuts. It must be an absolute blast of speed. And the bottom one makes sense. The bottom one does make sense. I don't know that it depends on how much health I restore, I think. But now for combat expertise, this window is draggable, which is really nice. You can drag your UI elements around. A lovely rpginabox staple. We have combat expertise. I've bought these 4 skills from this menu. So if you have the combat points, which I've spent all 5 of mine, you can just buy these and they'll go right in your inventory. You can drag them right onto your character. I got the first offense, defense, and maneuver, and the second level, the expert level of offense, and that gives me that, which slightly increases my offense, fend, which slightly increases my defense, maneuvering, which slightly increases my movement speed, and I wanted stronger attacks, so counter, which isn't a true counter, but it does increase your offense. Now, right here, stats, you can get a good look at what those actually are, and your expertise is the amount of experience you have. My defense is very low. I think it's not updating. Hopefully my defense is higher than that. Must be a boss door. Okay, we are ready to adventure. I've spent more than enough time on that stuff. Hey, open up and stay open. I really appreciate the music change here. Oh, nope. And I may have been through some of this before, but it's just been a long enough time that I can't remember what exactly I've been through and what I haven't. So I'm really happy to show off the new UI, and I really want to use my attacks on one of these horrific enemies that are roaming the hallways. I have, of course, compared this game to a couple of different board games that I really love. In aesthetic, it reminds me a lot of Advanced Hero Quest, in that things are dingy, dirty, lots of hallways. The rooms that you find are full of threat. Yes, this does look familiar to me. And instead of going into that door, which typically means new area, I'm going to go into this red tiled room, give a quick search. We're looking for enemies, not just exploring. because I would like to see how much damage I do and how much experience I can get from killing an enemy now. On that note, I'm going to save. I really hope that that wasn't broken or anything, but it seems to have worked just fine. And by the way, this game loaded my old save perfectly. I was really happy about that. That means that we can save and load our games now in rpginabox. I don't know what kind of bugs or errors there might be associated with any of that functionality still, but it is, for now, something we can actually do. I used to have a dash key. It used to be V. I see that that has been removed. At least it doesn't appear to work now. Yes, if the movement speed is only as much as I was getting a boost in before by using that V key, then I would only use it as a last resort to escape when I was surrounded by enemies. Alright, so I have a horrible sense of navigation. Oh, that's right. I'm remembering the blue. Someone in the comments to one of the previous episodes asked how this was related to or inspired by exanima. I can't answer that because I don't have experience with exanima. I know that the creator made this. The creator was influenced by exanima or inspired by it. And this may be loosely based in that world. This is very unsettling. There's a lot of empty space. A lot of places to get lost. I'm never going to find my way back at this point. But I'm also disturbed that there's not any signs of life down here. Oh, I found this tiny corridor. Oh. What the heck? It's a counter. Is this like a larder and an eatery combined? Oh god. What? No, no. Ah! What killed me? I didn't see anything. I swear I did not see an enemy. Okay, I've made it to a dangerous room. I see enemies here. I really do have crap for defense. I'm not sure if that's working as intended. Hello? Man with axe. Hi. He's coming to get me. Yeah, kind of. Not really, actually. Ah! Oh, wow. My damage is high, but my defense is so low. My expertise jumped, but I'm honestly not sure that I'll survive another hit. I did save right before this room, so we'll see. We'll see. Hi there. I see you. Are you, Oh, God. Hey, no, there we go. Died. The trick is going to be to try to fight this guy without getting too close. And I can't use the mouse because the mouse loves to make me automatically walk to places. So instead, we're going to use keyboard only. Ah, we got him. We got him. We did the old backwards strafe trick, and we didn't get hit once. And that, my friends, is worth a save. I know FX was playing with the idea of just like not having a save and just having checkpoints. I think the save is really good just because of the kind of game this ends up being. But I mean, I'm also not gonna tell somebody how to make their stuff. For me, I like it. It doesn't take the edge completely away. The edge is still there, ever present. If I could keep that open. Because the enemies suck. They are tough, and you are a weak little slime. Level 1. Even with all my buffs, I still do poorly. The combat system is very, very limited. It's just hit, step away. And so, for that reason, I guess I could see both checkpoint and save making sense, so either one, but without really having any nuance in the combat, which is the entire difficulty itself, I'm not sure which way I would rather it be done. I think I would like to see save rooms, and I would like to see checkpoints that aren't too far from each other. But there's a lot of other design considerations to take into account when thinking about which one of those things to implement. Okay, I went into a circle, and I've already been through that door. So I don't want to go back through that door, unless there's just no other way. It's dead end? Yeah, I suppose it is, huh? That's just one big room. Wait a minute. Yep, thought so. Oh god. You scare me so badly. You scare me. Feeding time. There's not one in here. There's not one in here. I would love to see more events that aren't just the exploration and danger around every corner. I think it's too early for me to really make any sort of calls like that, though, because there's a lot more to this game than I will ever find. There's currently more floors. I think I'm just in floor 2. Or, basement floor 2. There's more horror. There are more themes that I have not discovered as of yet. So I know that there is substantially more to this than what I can reliably show here. And my challenge to viewers would be to play it and see how far into these depths you can get. See how much you can mesh with this game. I know that just due to time constraints and the style of the game and the way that it's played, that I won't be able to get very much farther. Which is sad for me because it is very interesting and there is a lot to do here. But one of the problems that I have is because my navigation is not good and because I don't quite prefer getting lost, that I'm kind of disadvantaged. Brass plates, blank sheets, hacksaw. So I'm pretty sure I have seen a lot of this stuff before, but I don't know how much of it. Oh god, you snipe, you gutter, you. That's on me, that's on me. I was not careful. I didn't think he saw me. He was still very far away and he wasn't coming my way. So now if you look at my offense, it is down to nothing. My defense is very low, but I think that I still have the stats. I think they're just not refreshed, and you cannot seem to close this menu. It's too bad. I think that the numbers are not accurate there right now, but I don't know. Maybe they are. Because my offense does seem very high, actually. So the thaumaturgy stuff you get once you have raised your combat skills. So once I'm combat level 4 in anything, I get its associated combat thaumaturgy. Let's see, we used to be able to equip. Yeah, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. I have a hat. Very happy now. We got books, we got old candle, and just in general, we have a lot of places for me to get lost. Oh, okay. Slidey boy. Yes, come here. Come here. I've got a treat for you. It's a golden sword. It's death. Oh, he didn't last long. Are there any others like that? Because those guys are horrifying. Really proud of this engine and its creators. Not just the creators of the engine, but the creators of the various games that are being put out. The various experiments that are being made in it. I think that it's just absolutely fine. I think that there is a lot of potential here, ready now to be used and implemented. And I think that the engine is very underrated right now. I think it is easily one of the top choices of video game environment to play around in. Yeah, there are things, and that's a bold statement, but not everybody wants to learn Unity or Unreal. And when you put those options aside and you're looking for templated engines, then you've got your household name RPG makers. This does so much more visually, and the functionality being drag and drop just makes sense. The creator of this never used RPG Maker, which I find pretty amazing in and of itself. And so his mindset is not clouded by the influence of that engine. He doesn't have to compare it to that engine. I mean, neither does anybody else. But he doesn't have that goalpost. Now, if he did have that goalpost, it becomes somewhat of a subjective goalpost, because the engine, the RPG Maker engine, as we know it, is quite limited by itself. It's not able to do a lot by itself, but it's extensible. It offers plugin support. And the community for the engine, the people that really love it, have made plugins for the engine that have made it very, very functional, very full-featured. And we end up with a product that is hard to beat once you get all of the community plugins involved. And I'm just talking about the free ones. The accessible ones, the ones that aren't free or not accessible, so I'm not even counting those. But even the paid MV3D plugin makes the engine something completely new, top to bottom. Was I already in this room? This is why I don't think I was already in this room. I think I've gone in a giant circle. But this engine gets the almost unfair advantage that its creator is hot on the heels of a list of goals and a list of updates. And he does incredible work. He does very fast work. I'm in the hallway again. And we see things implemented here. Crap. Oh, God. There was the guy that took me out last time. There was the guy. Found the guy. I found the guy. So when users of the engine are like, I wanted to make a game in this, but it really relied on X feature, which I'm able to get with a plugin using RPG Maker, the creator is actually able to make it a native feature. And the RPG Maker developers, for whatever reason, aren't willing to do a lot of that. They haven't put in the plugins or the features offered by so many of the most popular plugins as native features to the engine in its next version. They just don't do it. They don't do anything with it. And this is still viewed as something early. It's just past 1.0, and it is constantly getting new groundbreaking features added to it. Like, free movement may seem like a basic thing to you and I, but this engine did not have free movement when it was younger. In fact, I think free movement in the engine is less than 6 months old now, maybe even less than 3, actually. And it's still quite a new feature for the engine, but the creator was willing to put it in, even though there wasn't like the most supportive framework for it. He had very much a vision of this tile by tile grid movement, and when so many people requested free movement, he was convinced. He was convincible, which is important, and he was convinced. He put it in, and now we have free movement. By default, no plugin, powerful, different change. Okay, everybody's going down in 2 hits. I wonder if there's different hit points and such that people can have. And so anyway, I'm just really proud of creators that, oh, hello. Hello, beautiful. What do you do? Oh my. Oh my. This is new. And so stay tuned for the next episode of Inmortui.